Heading right, latent heat. Latent heat. This also, I think, somewhat you might have done in lower standard. If a
Yes,
block,
sir.
if a block of ice at 0 degrees centigrade is heated, and suppose thermometer is inserted in the body, it will be found that temperature is 0 and this will keep on converting from solid to liquid state. That means heat supplied is not showing any rise in the thermometer. If heat supplied is not showing any rise in the thermometer temperature, that means that heat is not utilized to increase the temperature. It is not utilized to increase the temperature, but it is utilized to do some other phenomenon. Actually, other phenomenon means it is breaking the bonding between atoms and molecule. It is increasing the separation between atoms and molecule so that they will be free to get converted. So that heat which is latent means hidden, which cannot be measured, is called as latent heat. So if it is hidden, matlab gaya kidhar? It went to change the state of the substance from solid to liquid or from liquid to gas. So amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of a substance to change its state at constant temperature is called latent heat. Again, I am repeating. Amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to the amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance. The amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to change its state at constant temperature. The amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to change its state at constant temperature is called as latent heat. Latent heat means hidden heat. Hidden, therefore, it is called absorbed. The amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to change its state at constant temperature is called as latent heat. Let L be latent heat and M be mass of substance converted from one state to another. Therefore, heat absorbed. Latent is heat absorbed for unit mass, which is denoted as L. So for mkg, what will be heat absorbed for mkg? Can I say ml?
Yes, sir.
So total heat absorbed in case of latent heat or when state is changing is ml, and when temperature is changing, then mass into specific heat into change in temperature. Clear the difference? When temperature changing, then Q equal to mass into specific heat into change in temperature. And when state is changing, then ml. Okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What is latent heat? Amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance
Mass of substance.
to change its state at constant temperature is called latent heat. But amount of heat absorbed to rise the temperature is called specific heat. ये दोनों का difference है. एक rise in temperature, एक state in change of the state. So please copy till this. Amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to change its state at constant temperature is called latent heat. L be the latent heat, M be the mass of substance converted from one state to another. Therefore, heat absorbed is Q equal to ml.
Done, sir.
Okay. Can I clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, from this, can you say L will become Q by M then? L is Q by M.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is Q? Heat.
Heat absorbed.
And M?
Yes.
Mass.
Mass.
Converted. So can I say its SI unit, its मतलब latent heat का, is joule per kg
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
and specific heat का क्या था? Joule per kg Kelvin.
Kelvin. Yes.
Right, further two line.
Sir, in yesterday's paper, it was asked.
हाँ एक आ गया था. Internal latent heat in bracket Li. Written na two line SI unit joule per kg.
Yes, sir.
Suppose they ask dimension. Can you find dimension? Can you find dimension? Tell me.
L2, T2.
M2. M2 नहीं होगा ना, M1 L2, लेकिन अपॉन M1 है तो M0 हो जाएगा ना.
Yes, sir.
M0 L2 T minus 2. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So write this line also. Then I'm explaining what is internal latent heat.
Done, sir.
Internal latent heat Li. See, when you say internal, मतलब अंदर है क्या बाहर है?
अंदर.
Under.
बाहर मतलब टेम्परेचर से समझ में आता है ना, बाहर का.
Yes.
तो अंदर है मतलब वो थर्मोमीटर कुछ नहीं कर सकता. सो क्या रहता है ये, दिस इज सपोज सब्सटेंस, तो इसका एटम्स मॉलिक्यूल के बीच में स्ट्रॉन्ग इंटरमॉलिक्यूलर फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन रहता है. सो व्हेन यू सप्लाई द हीट, बाय रिसीविंग द हीट दे विल एक्सपांड. तो डिस्टेंस ज्यादा हो जाएगा ना, डिस्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा होएगा तो एक्सटेंड जाएगा, क्या ब्रेक हो जाएगा फोर्स. तो इंटरनल लेटेंट हीट मींस द पार्ट of latent heat. Please keep yourself muted. The part of latent heat utilized to increase in intermolecular distance. The part of latent heat utilized to increase intermolecular distance is called as latent heat. Internal latent heat. This we cannot measure because we cannot see anything. So first we'll always find total latent heat and अभी आगे आने वाला external, दोनों का जो फर्क होएगा वो internal होगा. Internal माप नहीं सकते. So part of latent heat utilized to increase intermolecular distance is called as internal latent heat. Right definition of internal latent heat? The part of latent heat utilized to increase intermolecular distance is called as internal latent heat. The part of latent heat utilized to increase intermolecular distance is called as internal latent heat. Done?
Done, sir.
Yeah. Done? Hello, done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Part of latent heat utilized to increase intermolecular distance is called as internal latent heat. Then write external latent heat. External means what? Inside or outside?
Outside.
Outside, बराबर. अभी किसने कोई डाइट पे, सपोज डाइट पे, so can we see from externally? We can feel कि डाइट पे है वो after seeing him 2 months after. समझ में आता है?
Yes.
तो या
Yes, sir.
either he will be slim or he will be fat depending upon diet what he has taken. पर वो बाहर से समझ में आएगा हम लोग. आप स्कॉलर बन गए, ये समझ में आएगा क्या?
No, sir.
जो नॉलेज है वो इंटरनल है, अपना बॉडी का गेन और लॉस एक्सटर्नल है. either we will expand or will contract. So if this is solid, when I heat it, 90%, in fact close to 100% there is expansion. किसी किसी में anomalous feel कर देता है. So it will expand ना if it is heated. हेलो,
Yes, sir.
अगर एक्सपांड हुआ तो इसको रुकाएगा कौन? एक्सटर्नल एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर ना.
Yes.
लेकिन अगर एक्सपांड हो रहा है मतलब इसको ताकत मिल रहा है ना टू ओवरकम दिस एक्सटर्नल फोर्स ड्यू टू प्रेशर. हीट मतलब एनर्जी, एनर्जी मतलब ताकत. तो अगर मुझे ताकत मिला तो अगेंस्ट आउटसाइड opposition I can spend my energy to overcome that. Not followed. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
The followed.
We all are acted upon by external atmospheric pressure. मतलब हम लोग अगर बाहर जाएंगे तो टेंशन रहेगा, कभी ट्रेन का रहेगा, कभी बस का रहेगा, बट इफ आई हैव एनर्जी टू ओवरकम ऑल दैट, तो मैं घर पे बराबर काम करके आ जाऊंगा ना। नहीं है तो चांस से टायर्ड हो जाऊंगा, हाफ डे लेके आ जाऊंगा।
Yes.
तो पार्ट ऑफ लेटेंट यूटिलाइज टू परफॉर्म वर्क ड्यूरिंग एक्सपांशन against external atmospheric pressure, work is energy, is called as external latent heat. Internal was responsible to increase intermolecular distance, and external is responsible to do work during expansion against external atmospheric pressure. That means my total latent heat is sum of internal and external. So external, wait, 1 minute. External latent heat LE is nothing but work done. Work done is pressure into change in volume, correct or not? Work done is pressure into change in volume because work is force into displacement.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, force is pressure into area, area into displacement is change in volume. But for unit mass we want, so I will divide by M. So PdV is work done, divide by M means for unit mass is called as external latent heat. Formula clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now definition I'm telling. The amount of work done to perform against external atmospheric pressure during expansion is called as external latent heat. Right. The part of latent heat utilized to perform work during expansion against external atmospheric pressure is called as external latent heat. Again, the part of latent heat utilized to perform work during expansion against external atmospheric pressure is called external latent heat. Therefore, external latent heat denoted by LE is work done. Work is PdV, but for unit mass, so divide by total mass, ये 1 किलो के लिए मिलेगा. Please copy. The part of latent heat utilized to perform work during expansion against external atmospheric pressure is called as external latent heat.
Done, sir.
Okay. Right. No. So, total latent heat is internal plus external. If a substance expands, then Le is positive. If a substance contracts, then Le is negative. So external latent heat can be positive, can be negative. If body is expanding, then positive. If contracting, then negative. Done, huh?
Sir, wait.
Done, sir.
What is 10 plus 5?
15.
15.
Is 15 greater than 10?
Yes.
Yes.
What is 10 minus 5?
5.
5.
5 is less than 10.
Yes, sir.
So if this is L, this is Li, this is Le, this is L, this is Li, and this is Le. So if Le is positive, L Li से बड़ा मिला ना हम लोग को.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
And if Le is negative, तो ये L Li से छोटा हो जाएगा ना.
Sir.
So sometimes they can ask you MCQ. Total latent heat is always greater than internal. Is it true?
No, sir.
No,
False.
sir.
No. So I can say total latent heat can be greater than internal, or total latent heat can be less than internal. If Le is positive तो greater, Le negative तो smaller. ये लिख लो. कोई बार MCQ में मिलेगा आपको theory वाला MCQ.
Done, sir.
Okay. So total latent heat we got, meaning internal we knew, external we are knowing now. अभी दो और latent heat, then we start with heat transfer वाला part. Latent heat of fusion. ये कभी कभी बोलते हैं फ्यूज उड़ गया, तो फ्यूज क्या मेल्ट हो गया क्या और जॉइंट हो गया किसी के साथ?
Melt.
Sir, melt.
तो whenever we say fusion, मतलब वो मेल्ट हो जाता है. तो सॉलिड लिक्विड में गया तो कभी जाता है जब मेल्ट होता है तभी ना.
Yes, sir.
So amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of solid to change its state to liquid at constant temperature is called latent heat of fusion. Okay?
Yes, sir.
फिर से बोल देता हूं एक बार. The amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to change its state from solid to liquid at constant temperature. This word is important. Is called as latent heat of fusion. Clear? Hello, understood? Latent
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Understood.
right. The amount of heat absorbed, the amount of heat absorbed by the amount of heat absorbed by the amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to change its state from solid to liquid at constant temperature is called as latent heat of fusion. The amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to change its state from solid to liquid at constant temperature is called as latent heat of fusion. For ice, latent heat of fusion equals to 80 kilocalorie per kg. Latent heat of fusion of ice is 80 kilocalorie per kg. For ice and steam, we have to remember. That's why I gave this value. 80 kilocalories per kg.
So what is it in after kcal?
Kilocalorie per kg. Per kg. Per means line that upon. Latent heat of fusion is equal to 80 kilocalories per kg. Then
Yes, sir.
next slide. Latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization. Same to same word. The amount of heat absorbed by unit mass of substance to change its state from liquid to gas is called liquid to gas means actually it is liquid to vapor, meaning is same. Either you write gas or you write vapor, one and the same. Liquid to vapor or liquid to steam is called as latent heat of vaporization. For steam, it is 540 kilocalorie per kg. So latent heat of fusion is greater or smaller than vaporization? Latent heat of fusion is greater or smaller?
Greater.
Greater.
like
80 था ना, वो ये 540 है ना. Latent heat of fusion is less than latent heat of vaporization. This also sometimes they can ask you in theoretical MCQ. Now copy code. From Monday, I will start with new chapter coming Monday, that is ray optics.
Okay, sir.
Uh-huh.
Sir, in the latent heat of vaporization, if in a question they give options like it is for vapor or gas, then we should choose vapor, no?
Both are same, whether it is vaporized or formed gas, same, na? Vapor means gas.
Yes. But no, I mean such question won't come.
No, no, no. See, they will give either vapor or gas or steam. So all are one and the same.
Okay. Okay. Then
Modes of heat transfer. Modes of heat transfer. See, how many types of phases of substance are there? Phases of substance. Solid,
3, yeah, solid, liquid,
Three.
gas.
and gas, correct. Mode means method or way. Transfer is changing the position from high to low. So the different ways in which heat can the different ways in which heat can be passed from body at high temperature to body at low temperature are called as modes of heat transfer. Any doubt? Ekdam simple and self-explanatory. Different ways in which heat can be passed from body at high temperature to body at low temperature are called as modes of heat transfer. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. Then we'll see what are different modes of heat transfer in solid, liquid, and gas.
Done, sir.
There are three different modes of heat transfer. There are three different modes of heat transfer. First, conduction. Second, convection. Third, radiation. So one by one, we have to study conduction, convection, radiation. That will complete our chapter once we have completed this. फिर last में एक खाली different phase diagram we have to study. Please copy this much. Then I will explain conduction slowly, then convection, then radiation. Yes, done. Full.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right heading. Conduction. Suppose this is one solid metal rod. So it will have atoms molecule vibrating about their mean position. Okay. Na?
Yes, sir.
If at end A I heat it, what will happen to the molecules which are closer at the closer end of heat? They will receive the heat first.
Yes, sir.
If they receive heat, their vibration ka amplitude will increase.
Yes.
That means they will collide with the neighboring one.
Yes, sir.
This way it will vibrating increase. This way vibration will increase. तो आजू बाजू वाला molecule से they will collide.
Yes, sir.
If they collide तो ये अपना heat इसको दे देगा ना आगे वाला molecule को.
Yes.
So this will also collide with the other one, other one, other one, other one, other one. That means by collision, heat went from hot end to the cold end or not.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This process of transfer of heat by collision of atoms molecule is actually called what? Conduction. So that means particles are required in conduction or not required.
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 Can I say it requires material medium conduction?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that should be closely packed, vibrating about their mean position.
Yes.
मतलब ये किसके अंदर होगा, सॉलिड के अंदर क्या लिक्विड के अंदर?
Solid.
Solid.
सॉलिड के अंदर. सो कंडक्शन, एक मिनट डेफिनेशन लिखेंगे, फिर थोड़ा एक एग्जांपल दे दूंगा, फिर आगे हाउ इट विल गो इन द रॉड. दैट मींस अंडर व्हाट फैक्टर दैट फ्लो ऑफ हीट विल डिपेंड इन मेटल रॉड और कंडक्टर और गुड कंडक्टर. चलो कंडक्शन, हेडिंग रिटन कंडक्शन.
Yes.
Right. Conduction is the process by which heat flows from the hot end to the cold end of a solid. Heat flows from hot end to the cold end of a solid without any moment of any net moment of the body of the particles of the body. It is only due to collision. It takes place in solids only. It takes place in solids only. It is slowest process and requires material medium. Conduction is the process by which heat flows from the hot end to the cold end of solid without net movement of particles of body. It is only due to collision, takes place in solid only. It is slowest process and requires material medium. I have given this way so that if they are distinguished, you can write in point wise.
Done, sir.
Example. See, same example I'm telling which I just now told. Just don't write it, just listen. Consider a metal rod AB to be heated at end A. At this end, the molecules will receive heat and vibrate. Molecule will receive heat and vibrate with large amplitude. Hence, they will collide with neighboring atoms and molecules. This process will continue till end. Thus, heat gets transferred from one end to other by collision. This is called as conduction. I think you all followed. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Right.
Done, sir.
Wait.
Yes, done. No? Nija, done?
Sir, yes, sir.
Good conductors of heat. Can I say those solids which conducts heat easily are called as good conductors of heat. Those solids which conducts heat easily are called as good conductors of heat. Example, silver, copper, steel. In fact, we can say all metals are good conductors. All metals are good conductors of heat. So what will be bad conductor of heat? Wood.
Those solids which cannot
Cannot
conduct heat,
conduct heat
heat
easily.
easily.
So wood is what? Conductor or good conductor or bad conductor? Wood.
Bad conductor.
And paper.
Bad.
Bad.
So the one which cannot conduct is called bad conductor, which conduct is called good conductor. Mostly they will ask you in 11th standard MCQ. Higher standard such easy questions may not come. So bad conductor will be those solids which do not conduct heat are called as bad conductors. Example, wood, paper, wood, paper, cloth, etc. Right. Those who are good conductor of heat, they are also good conductor of current. Huh? So sometimes to confuse, they will say good conductor of heat. Are they good conductor of current? Yes. Bad conductor of heat or bad conductor of current also.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Study state condition. Steady state condition. Imagine this is one metal rod. I insert thermometer at various points, finite distance apart. Finite distance apart. This is close to heated and hot, and this is cold as compared to A. So when we supply heat, what will happen? Temperature of first thermometer, second thermometer, fourth, fifth, all will increase, or only first will increase, second will increase?
First one.
All will increase by same amount or different amount. अभी जो नजदीक है वो ज्यादा हीट एब्जॉर्ब करेगा,
Different.
डिफरेंट, मतलब ये ज्यादा हीट एब्जॉर्ब करेगा, इधर तक जाने तक थोड़ा हीट लॉस्ट हो जाएगा ना, तो ये कम करेगा,
Yes, sir.
ये कम करेगा, ये कम करेगा, ये भी बहुत कम करेगा। एक स्टेज आएगा when temperature recorded by all thermometer become constant but not same, मतलब इसका टेम्परेचर, इसका, ये सब सेम कांस्टेंट हो गया, लेकिन सब सेम नहीं हो गया। लाइक ये 50 है, ये 45, ये 40, ये 35, ये 30। अभी इसके बाद टेम्परेचर बढ़ता ही नहीं, दैट कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड स्टडी स्टेट। क्यों नहीं बढ़ता है? कितना वाइब्रेट होएगा, उसके बाद तो स्टेट चेंज कर देगा ना अपना। देखो, ड्यू टू वाइब्रेशन कोलाइड हो रहा है ना एटम्स मॉलिक्यूल।
Yes, sir.
एक स्टेज के बाद अट्रैक्शन खत्म हो जाएगा, तो सॉलिड लिक्विड का में कन्वर्ट होएगा, तभी टेम्परेचर किधर पास करता है वो। सो दैट कंडीशन वेयर टेम्परेचर रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट, फिर हीट एक एंड से दिया वो डायरेक्ट दूसरे एंड पे जाता है विदाउट एनी इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज, दैट कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड स्टडी स्टेट कंडीशन। ओके,
Yes, sir.
that means when one end is heated, it is found that temperature rises more at near end as compared to far end, but after some time temperature in all thermometer becomes constant but not same. This condition is called as what? Steady state condition. Meaning clear? Steady state condition ka?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in exam they will ask explain steady state condition, not state, explain. So write down, I'm explaining. Consider a metal rod to be heated at one end. Consider a metal rod to be heated at one end. To be heated at one end. It is found that temperature recorded by thermometers at different points goes on increasing. Temperature recorded at different points goes on increasing. After some time, the temperature of each thermometer becomes steady. That is, does not change. Becomes steady, that is, does not change. This is called steady state condition. This is called steady state condition. This is called steady state condition. Next, right? Temperature gradient. Temperature gradient. Suppose this is one thermometer. This is another. This is near hot end, recording temperature T1, and this is at cold end, recording temperature T2. Distance between them is x. What is temperature gradient? So actually speaking, temperature gradient is difference in temperature upon distance between two thermometers. So we can define like this. Under steady state condition, the temperature at various point in the rod decreases uniformly with distance. मतलब distance जितना दूर उतना वो कम होते जाए. So fall of temperature with distance between end of rod. Again I'm repeating. Under steady state condition. मतलब अभी टेम्परेचर कम ज्यादा नहीं होएगा at any point. Under steady state condition, the fall of temperature. Under steady state condition, the fall of temperature with distance between the ends of rod in the direction of, that means heat is going from here to here. It is flowing like this. So under steady state condition, fall of temperature with distance between end of rod in the direction of flow of heat is called as temperature gradient. It is given by temperature. It is given by temperature gradient equals to T1 minus T2 upon X. T1 means temperature of hot end, temperature of hot end. T2 is temperature of cold end, and X is length of rod, or we can say distance between hot end and cold end. Draw this diagram, then write full. Any doubt? Very simple, no? At one end temperature T1, other end temperature T2, distance between them is X, then T1 minus T2 upon X is called temperature gradient. Yes, Katha, Nitarth, followed?
Yes, sir, followed.
Okay, Ayman? Swaraj, Mohit?
Done, sir.
Everybody done?
Sir,
No,
just
sir,
a
just a
second.
second.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Thermal conductivity. Many times this term will come. Thermal. Thermal means what? Heat, na?
Heat.
Okay.
And
Heat, yes.
conductivity means to allow.
Yes.
So thermal conductivity of solid is measure of the ability of the solid to conduct heat through it. Thermal conductivity of solid is measure of ability of solid to conduct the heat through it. Right. So good conductor will have large thermal conductivity or ability, and poor conductor will have low thermal conductivity. So thermal conductivity of solid is measure of the ability of solid to conduct heat through it.
Done, sir.
Okay. That's all for today. Next class we'll do